Alright guys, so let's talk about what throwing the bones really is and where it originated. I have some information from my grimoire that I would like to share with you. Um, so basically it's ancient. Um, and throwing the bones has been found in cultures all over the world. So it's not a closed practice. Anyone can practice it. And there are so many different techniques, approaches, and even like the pieces that are used. Um, so it doesn't belong to any culture, any one culture or religion. It's open. And your bone throwing set it's a very intuitive practice, and it's different to each practitioner because they will assemble bones and trinkets that have personal meaning to them, that have certain associations for things like luck, love, any kind of life lessons that may be learned. You will find trinkets, and sometimes they'll like present themselves to you, and you'll just intuitively know that that's for your bone throwing set. And so there's so many different ways to approach it, to build your kit. And no two practitioners will have the same kit or the same approach, and that's what's so beautiful about this form of divination, is it's very personalized to each individual practitioner. And yeah, it says some bone readers work more analytically, interpreting the pieces based on their specific meaning, where they land in relation to the other pieces, where they land on the cloth or in the bowl. There's different ways you can throw them. I made me one, since I'm so new to it, out of a old pillowcase I had, and I wrote notes on it since I am so new, so that it'll help me until I become better acquainted with the pieces and what they mean and how they interact with each other. So it's totally fine to have a cheat sheet. My cheat sheet is actually on my spirit cloth, so that's perfectly fine. Do what works for you. And it is a great way to provide people, yourself or people you're reading for, with glimpses into their psyche, and it helps with intuition and inner growth. Um, some people use it to commune with spirits, and some people use it just for intuition purposes. So there's not any one way to do it. There's as many different techniques as there are practitioners. Excuse me, guys, I'm still so sick. So, it's made out of like just bits and pieces, little curios, little tiny treasures that you might find, roots, stones, crystals, um, teeth, anything like that that can hold meaning for you. So, it can be done also in person or for long distance, and that's what's so great about like YouTube. You can make a video of yourself reading the bones for someone who is thousands of miles away. So that's really cool. Um, I recommend that you start opening yourself up. My favorite Ruby quote is, what you seek is also seeking you. And this is so true. So if you say, okay, I want to create a bone throwing set, the pieces will come to you. Just let the universe know that this is something you're open to. And I made mine once I decided, okay, I'm going to get down and do it. I made mine in like 2 days. All the pieces came to me. Just they presented themselves, and I knew, haha, I know what you're for. So I really recommend that you open yourself up to that. It's a really, really unique and personalized form of divination. And plus, it's fun. I mean, think when we were kids, you know, we would always collect little trinkets and treasures, and our moms would clean out our pockets before doing the laundry, and there's just these things that held meaning to us. Well, even as adults, we can still do that. Don't lose sight of your inner child. You know, let it express itself in a very intuitive and wonderful way. So that is the information that I have on bone throwing, casting the bones. And as I continue to learn and improve my practice, maybe I'll be able to provide some more information to you all. But you guys know I love taking you on my journeys of acquiring knowledge. And so I thank you for coming along with me. And if you have experience throwing the bones, using that form of divination, and you have any tips or advice for me, I would love that. Do a video response, or just let me know in the comments. Blessed be. I love you guys. Bye.
All right, this is what I see happening over here. We've got our love and our friendship, but our self-worth here, how we see ourselves, is all tied up with some trauma that could have taken place due to some religious training or discord with a religion, or training you received as a child, and you've kind of just been leaving it up to chance. You're not really taking your self-worth into your own hands. You're leaving it on others. You're getting your self-worth from past experiences, previous teachings, thought processes, concepts. And so you're stuck here in kind of it's like a death that's keeping you from rising up into the collective consciousness and finding your passion within your self-worth. And this may be very subconscious to you. You may not be even realize it, but you're not going to be fertile, and that's in your thought processes, in your day-to-day life, in your career, any of that. You're going to be stuck down in that low intensity until you can separate these things from your self-worth and realize that you decide your self-worth. You decide when you're going to rise up and dictate your worth and your validation for yourself. You're stuck down almost in a form of death because of it, because who you really are is not able to ascend. And so your sense of home and happiness and your finances are going to be stuck in ego, see here. And it's going to cause some sickness until you can validate yourself for yourself without leaning on any of this other past trauma. See here, the trauma is what's keeping you from ascending. Well,